points galore. So this is going to be fun. For a chance
0-0.
to play in the semis later tonight, let's play pickleball.
Side out.
And a pass on the backhand to start the day for Kaitlyn Christian. She can't imagine anything better than that.
Yeah, played the win perfectly, too. Basically, if you're going to go for that particular shot, you start your shot off out of bounds and let it creep back into the court.
Man, what a shot from Lea Jansen right there. Yeah, there's a lot of golf courses here. You have to read the greens, and in this case, you got to read the wind and play it 4 feet outside the hole and then let it come back in there.
Last forehand from Lea Jansen. The footwork, inside in ripper.
That just catches the line.
Lea Jansen had her fooled on the pass, but overcooks it, especially with the wind baked in. Yeah, that was a massive serve from Lea Jansen. I think there was some skill and a bit fortunate for Christian to keep that return in. And
wow, Happy Gilmore slice. And that stays in out of the wind, or did it?
Uh-oh. Early challenge coming, possibly?
It was so out off the paddle and then so kind of close that I don't think anyone thought it had any chance. And then when it landed, it was so tight. But Kaitlyn's choosing not to use an early timeout, or early challenge, excuse me.
Point.
Special points today, Dave.
But going for your serve, Jansen does there, and that will serve her well in this match.
1-0.
You're welcome.
Hard slice forehand with side spin from Kaitlyn Christian. So we're seeing a variety of shots early, and actually, against what I said, a decent amount of staying back for both ladies.
2-0.
Just chaos. I mean, beautiful from Lea, and then Kaitlyn just threw something up that I think was staying in.
I think it was too.
0-2.
That thing moved a foot.
Yeah, the serve and the pass from Kaitlyn Christian. And with how the wind is set up now, Kaitlyn Christian's forehand slice with side spin is getting extra action. So this is, she hasn't been forced into it. This is a point of emphasis for her and a strategic adjustment that she has made.
Yeah, I mean, that serve she just hit right there, I love it. I mean, that is a sweeper.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like baseball, 20 inches of horizontal movement, but it's more than 20 inches, about 3 or 4 feet.
2-2.
That's terrific from Lea. The only problem with that is it's not a penetrating ball, so if she doesn't cut it and keep it low, it'll just sit there, and Jansen pounced that time.
Yeah, I heard in that previous interview from Alshon, just keep it low and hard, hit through the wind. So there's ways to manipulate your shots and use the wind in your spins, but sometimes it's best to just rip through it.
Side out.
No.
Okay. That was as fast a no response. Oh, it's corner pocket.
Review, now call stands. Lost a challenge, no free challenge remaining, 1 free challenge remaining.
Man,
We'll
that's
resume
close
play
to
at 2-2.
all lines there, Adam.
I'm not sure if I've seen one so close to both, right on the corner of the sideline and the baseline.
Well, as it turns out, Lea's no was correct, and Lea is taking her phone onto the court there. That's the first time I've seen that, and put it in the towel box, courtesy of Southwest Airlines. We appreciate their sponsorship. I loved. Okay.
There was an eruption from Lea Jansen telling a fan to not talk during the point.
There sure was, and it was significant there. So let's see if there are extenuating impact of this, or if this is a one-point incident. So if I'm KK, I can't serve this fast enough.
Point.
And there's a carryover, number one, and
Yes.
she stared down the fan as well. Okay.
4-2.
I don't want to be stared down by
No,
Lea Jansen.
no, I don't either.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
terrific
Side
right
out.
there from Lea.
Heck of a combination. She must have heard me speaking about the drop volleys of Kaitlyn Christian. She wanted in on the action and then follows it up with a beauty cross court.
I mean, 2 fans from that
2-4.
general area just left. I don't know if it was them. If you're late
Point.
on the return, you just cannot push it down the line.
Yeah, that's start the swing earlier. Make that contact point as far out in front as possible. Because if it's a,
3-4.
really, if it's even hit, not even late, it might go wide. So you have to make that overcorrection.
And again,
Point.
same thing down the line. Not going to be good there. She went for the big cut, but your slice has to be special into this wind, or it is just silver platter. And Lea has done a nice job with the footwork to get there, and now tied it at 4.
4-4. Point.
All right, Lea Jansen getting pumped up. So looked like that leak over was 1 point only, and she stopped it. And that's important. When you're an emotional player like her, you know, you can have a blip or two,
Yeah.
but don't let it be 4 or 5 points. Make it 1.
5-4.
Look at this court coverage. Oh, Kaitlyn Christian can't get there.
That was great court coverage from her to even be in a decent position to make that last ball.
Six, 4.
And didn't even give her a chance
Yeah.
to say no. Just went straight to the yep, and Kaitlyn Christian is going to call timeout here. They held up in the semis.
Well, I hope she's extra fit, because she's going to need it if she is able to win that game 3.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, dear.
Point.
I mean, that is a atrocious drop volley followed by an even worse two-handed backhand pass.
That is correct. That is an accurate assessment of the 2 shots that just happened.
Lea will
8-4.
take it, though. 8-4.
Side out.
Say it, Dave. In the budget?
I think so.
I agree.
I think
agree.
so. The way she's playing, I would say so.
I think she has crushed her serve
4-8.
deep and clean for the most part.
Point.
That was a beautiful tennis-esque point, slice volley or slice approach. Come on in.
Yeah. So, I mean, Kaitlyn Christian, she does not have the lead, down 8-5, but she has
5-8.
thrown it all out there
Yes.
so far in game 1.
Man, what a volley from Lea Jansen. That, I mean, the difficulty on that shot was significant.
Textbook. Technique, contact out in front, deep knee bend because she absolutely had to. Played to perfection for Lea Jansen.
8-5.
Okay.
Point.
Works out for her, and Kate Fahey now 10-8. Okay.
9-5.
Lea Jansen going through that whole routine that she's known for before she serves. And all these slices are just getting gobbled up by Jansen. I love her approach to this match. Full go, but not reckless to the net.
Yeah, I agree, Dave, and I think that Kaitlyn Christian is going to need to hit through the court more and use those slices as a change of pace as opposed to a go-to strategy.
And Lea Jansen, impressive in game, which is the differentiator. Man, okay, the serve was a rocket. Very cash backhand volley.
Almost too cash for Kaitlyn Christian, but if she's going to serve like that,
she's going to force a game 3.
1-0.
Well done from Kaitlyn Christian right there, and we can confirm on the outside court that Kate Fahey wins 11-8 in the third over Davidze, so she's going to get another crack at Anna Leigh Waters.
2-0. Point.
Okay, so now Leo had a conversation with the fans. Now it is the serve motion, feeling very lateral, very high.
I think I heard her say, how high are we going to let her toss it?
Okay.
Side out.
Wow, we saw Max Freeman go for an ace down the middle, and now Kaitlyn Christian. Okay.
It's much less structured today, and I think it's more entertaining, even though we do have some mishits from time to time.
Point.
It's all right. Makes these players look a little more human to everyone at home as far as their level.
1-3.
I like those lines. They're just like us.
Yeah, look at that. Return in the middle of the net. That just was the worst footwork I've ever seen from KK, because she was going to hit a forehand and then just bailed on it.
You don't say that statement when you're dealing with Kaitlyn Christian.
Huh.
2-3.
Mother Nature got her.
Yeah, and maybe put a few more balls over to the backhand side. Lea Jansen tries to do, but a very bad swing also in game 1 after that questionable drop shot from Lea Jansen. I know that was a long time ago, but if Christian's going to take some, not usual swings on that wing, pick on it a little bit.
Point.
And so Kaitlyn Christian is firing serves, and Lea is in a constant discussion with our referees here. So at some point that will end. Full Happy Gilmore there. Happy Gilmore too coming out this summer. So these players are just bringing it back.
Side out.
No, I think did Lea call it out first?
Challenge, yeah.
So this is a no-no, number 2.
The outcall puts us at 2-5.
That's right in almost the exact same spot. She's signing autographs.
The ball was out. Loss of challenge. No free challenge remaining. 1 free challenge remaining. We'll resume play at 2-5.
So that is a lost challenge for KK there. You get 1 free one per.
Time in.
Let's see if Lea Jansen can narrow the margin here.
2-5.
Too good. She did hear you, and it's like, I got this.
Right. And what did I say about make your opponent responsible for all parts of the court? That was perfectly played from Lea Jansen.
3-5.
Can't.
Side out.
Wrap around the ball.
Boy, do we agree with you.
Yeah.
And don't pick that target either.
5-3.
Bring that target in about 4 feet.
the way Lea tried to play that.
Kaitlyn's ready to serve.
Oh, is she ever? See if we get the cut or the missile here.
Missile incoming.
Side out.
2 missiles.
Yes, but one missed its target by, they need to calibrate. You know, they get that lock on, you see. That one was wildly missed.
3-6.
That is the best forehand of the day for Kaitlyn Christian. What a shot.
Behind the baseline on the back foot with the wind pushing her shot off of the court, and she dropped it in.
6-3.
Oh my goodness. Wow, what a point there from Kaitlyn Christian. Up at the kitchen showing the variety. A couple balls might have gone with a different shot selection, but it worked out for her.
7-3. Point.
Again.
No. That's the rule.
So the question was, can I challenge the serve? The answer is no. And
8-3.
why? That's the rule. Okay.
Handled perfectly from our referee.
And that'll end up as a souvenir.
And you see her with the footwork right there, and then a couple of those previous shots were like, what happened, Kaitlyn? That is the footwork that we know that you possess.
Well, the good news for Kaitlyn is she will end up on what very much appears to be the good side in this match if she does force a third, and it sure looks like she will. And frustration watch is on again. It did not have a big impact on game 1, though.
10-3.
Look at that thing take off. I understand why, but tough day to lob.
Yes, yes, it is. Your whisper was better than mine. But, I mean, it looked like we were going to be tapping paddles, and that's a good effort from Lea Jansen in that last point.
It's one of the best shot selection points of the day, and that gets away from Kaitlyn. Yeah, if you set your feet too early on that corner, you're going to look bad, especially doing a backhand. Takes the reach away, and you're already locked into it.
4-10. Side out. Game point.
Game point 2 for Kaitlyn.
10-4.
Look at her not give up on this rally.
Side out.
Yeah, it was a roundabout way because she had to on the sharp angle to recover and get back to it.
4-10. Point.
We'll never know, Kaitlyn.
No, I know. And I know it affected your commitment to your shot, too. It's just not fair. One of those outcomes could have been good for you, but
5-10.
wow, what a two-handed backhand roll. Use the wind, use the backboard, and pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, she took Lea Jansen's advice. Get around the outside of the ball.
Yeah, don't help your opponents out there.
10-5.
Another game point here for Christian. And just hammers a ball in the corner. And we will play 3. That is much more aggressive point there to start.
Yeah, hit through everything. And a nice leave at the end from Kaitlyn Christian, knowing that that Lea Jansen forehand had too much juice.
Point.
Go after the ball from Lea Jansen. And
we agree with that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I give 2 thumbs up to that. Can't be passive in these big moments against quality competition.
Especially if that side is appearing to be as impactful in this match as it is traveling on Kaitlyn. That'll be a turnover. And
side out.
I saw the future.
No, she didn't hit the slicer that went wide. That was the bullet train. That was about 3 feet outside the lines.
And for someone that walks into their serve a lot like I do, the minute you mess that up, it's in your head for the next one. So she kind of messed up her own self there. Whoa, just couldn't make the last one. That was fun.
Yeah, big time shots from both ladies early in that point.
And Lea's drop volleys have been on it. Very well executed here.
I think only 1 out of 4 or 5 was poor. Everything else has been clean.
Side out.
Just cannot hit that shot.
Yeah, and I mean, changing direction is hard enough, but when you have the wind working against you, it's a lot to overcome.
1-1. Side out.
Just didn't clear the body enough. Kaitlyn Christian, so good at stepping to her left and finding forehands.
1-1.
Man, what a shot.
A huge approach. She took her own advice and got around the outside of the ball on that forehand, moving away from Kaitlyn Christian for the entire flight of the ball. Perfect.
2-1. Point.
And a passive forehand from Kaitlyn there. What was that?
I'm not sure, but that first point of game 3 seems to be a distant memory when Kaitlyn Christian cracked 3 or 4 shots in a row.
3-1.
Outstanding from Lea Jansen right there. The paddle position on a couple of those volleys, not easy, Adam Stone.
No, it wasn't. And again, making Kaitlyn Christian responsible for everything. The short in the court volley wasn't a traditional drop volley, but that set everything up, and some quick hands up at the kitchen from both ladies.
So this is the type of lead Lea had to have. Can she get the next 2, though? Okay, it worked.
Yeah, it was deep.
Yes.
So I do not think that that was the spot that Christian was hoping for. I think she wanted more in the corner to force Lea on the run, but she hit it well enough to keep it deep, and that created an error.
Great job by Lea Jansen. Hammers it down the line and then doesn't let her off the hook. Takes it out of the air, winner.
Yeah, charged in after that ball and make sure she didn't give Christian the extra time. As we know, you give Kaitlyn Christian extra time, she's going to be there.
Yeah.
And I think that was the most well-struck backhand of the match for Lea Jansen.
Has guided quite a few that the wind has taken wide. So, again, big opportunity to cash 2 points here. there's one. What a volley down the line, Adam.
Down the line. That's it. You can see Kaitlyn Christian on screen breaking to the open court, because that is where Lea Jansen has gone with that shot many times.
All right, here's the first stop on the Game 3
5-1.
itinerary is who gets to 6. And Kaitlyn pulls that wide, so difference here or not.
Time in. 6-1.
That's it. I mean, it's a great cushion for Lea Jansen as we see a big emotional outburst from Kaitlyn Christian. Understand it's not going to be perfect with this end change, and dig through it if it doesn't go great for you these first couple points. That helps a lot. Oh, man. So right back.
Full on use it.
That's a popular one for the players.
Because they gave you something, so use it.
It's true.
And the emotions are getting louder, and Kaitlyn's like, is the wind going to take that all the way? Well, I don't think so.
I'm not sure. And, yeah, split second of indecision can really affect a shot.
The other factor here is I get that Kaitlyn's on the good side, but she also has the pressure of being 4 points from being sent home. And what a combination platter of forehands from Lea Jansen right there. My goodness.
Absolutely. I thought she was going to push that last one up the line, whipped through the zone, got on the outside of the ball. Clean winner.
8-1. Side out.
There's the classic Kaitlyn Christian. Hit it low, pop it up, come finish it up. So the deficit now is 7.
Yeah, dipping pass set up that last easy put away for Kaitlyn Christian.
1-8.
Just awesome at the kitchen line from Lea Jansen right there.
Beautiful coverage. 2 stuck deep volleys in the court and then just carves it short. No chance for a great mover in Kaitlyn Christian to get there.
Should expect as big a serve as she can hit into the wind here.
8-1.
Massive. Let it fly.
She did indeed, and got a ball off the tape and took her time. It is 9-1, Adam.
Quality deception on the forehand right now for Lea Jansen. Kaitlyn Christian frozen a couple times thinking that Lea was going to take it up the line.
9-1.
And another one, and we are at match point for Lea Jansen.
Timeout receiver, 10-1.
So here we go, match point for Lea Jansen.
Time in. Match point. 10-1.
And that will do it. And Lea Jansen, in a command performance in game number 3, is moving on to the semifinals. So she will play